So many employees secretly dream of leaving the corporate world. They imagine being their own boss, setting their own schedule, and finally creating something that feels meaningful. But here's the harsh reality. Most never take that leap, and those who do often jump unprepared. It's not that they lack expertise or drive, it's that they don't have a blueprint. Independence isn't just about resigning from a job, it's about building something that works before you leave, so that when you do, you step into security, not chaos. In this video, I will share my own journey of transition, the struggles I faced, and the exact system I developed, the Independence Accelerator. Together, we will explore why so many stay stuck, what independence really means, and how you can prepare step by step for a founder-led life of freedom, purpose, and impact. For nearly 2 decades, I built my career in industry. I held roles as a market-focused improvement leader, master black belt, production manager, factory manager, site head, and eventually head of operational excellence and training. My passion was always clear. I wanted to inspire people to unlock their potential. So when I thought about going independent, I was sure I knew the path. I poured my energy into creating workshops on high performance and inspirational leadership. I refined every detail. I even wrote a book. By the time I was ready to step out on my own, I thought I had everything I needed. I was convinced that my expertise and preparation would carry me into independence with confidence. But the day I started my independent journey, reality looked very different. Customers didn't come knocking. I waited and watched the money in my account slowly disappear. It was painful to realize that while I had a deep expertise in leadership, I was missing the other half of the puzzle. Marketing, sales, lead generation, branding, positioning, financial systems. Without them, I couldn't sustain a business. That's when I began learning from other entrepreneurs, devouring books, experimenting, testing, and building. Slowly, I created a system, a roadmap that combines expertise with the structures needed to thrive. Looking back, I would have given anything to have had that system earlier. It would have saved me from months of struggle and self-doubt. That's why I built the Independence Accelerator, so you don't have to go through what I went through. So let me ask you, after a long vacation, do you look forward to going back to work, or do you feel that sinking feeling in your stomach? That one simple question reveals whether your work fuels you or drains you. True independence isn't about escaping a job, it's about aligning your work with your purpose. It's about waking up energized because what you do matters, not just to your employer, but to you and the people you serve. And if your honest answer is that you dread returning to work after rest, that's a sign something deeper needs to change. The statistics don't lie. Year after year, Gallup finds that 2/3 of the employees are disengaged at work. That means millions of people are showing up in body, but not in spirit. They are quietly quitting. They are sitting through endless meetings that don't matter. They feel trapped by security, but drained by emptiness. And deep down, many of them whisper the same thought. I know I'm capable of more, but don't know how to start. It's not laziness, it's a lack of direction, a lack of a clear way forward. To understand disengagement, we can turn to Maslow's pyramid of human needs. At the base are physiological needs, food, shelter, safety. Then come belonging and esteem. Many jobs provide those first 4 levels: enough income, a sense of stability, perhaps a team to connect with. But at the top is self-actualization, the need for autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Without that, we feel incomplete. Many people live their entire career circling in the lower levels of the pyramid, surviving but never fully thriving. That missing top level is why so many professionals feel disengaged, even if everything looks fine on the surface. Disengagement often shows up when one or more of the pyramid's levels are missing. If security is shaky, we feel anxious. If belonging isn't there, we feel isolated. If recognition is absent, we feel invisible. And when purpose and autonomy are missing, we feel trapped in someone else's story. The more levels are missing, the deeper the disengagement. And the sad truth is, many organizations don't focus on helping employees reach those higher needs. Which is why so many high potential people begin to crave independence. It's the path that allows them to rebuild those missing elements for themselves. Mediocrity often means that the first 4 levels of Maslow's pyramid are covered. You have a salary, security, belonging, and maybe even esteem, but the 5th level is missing. Autonomy, mastery, purpose. That spark that makes you feel alive. Without it, work becomes a routine, not a calling. Independence becomes attractive not just because of freedom, but because it opens the door to self-actualization. It gives you the chance to build a career that feels authentic, not just safe. Full engagement happens only when that 5th level is reached. And for many, entrepreneurship is the key. It's the place where autonomy is real, mastery is pursued, and purpose is lived daily. Entrepreneurs wake up with clarity. They know why they are doing what they do, and they see the direct impact of their work. That's what makes the path of independence so magnetic. Not just the promise of money or flexibility, but the promise of fulfillment. Bronnie Ware, who spent years caring for the dying, found that the number one regret at the end of their life was this: I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. That sentence is a mirror. How many of us are living by others' expectations, our bosses, our companies, societies, without realizing it? Independence is about reclaiming that courage. It's about living and working authentically, true to ourselves, while we still have time. The reasons people choose independence are strikingly similar across the board. The desire for freedom over schedule, location, and decisions. The need for meaningful impact beyond rigid corporate roles. The hunger for ownership and creative control. The urge to escape burnout, misalignment, or glass ceilings. And the frustration with corporate pace, values, and politics. Independence isn't anti-employment, it's pro-agency. It's the choice to design your own career, your own path, your own life. Many strive for what I call a founder-led lifestyle. It's not about chasing unicorn valuations or building empires. It's about designing work that supports life, not the other way around. Freedom and flexibility, creative control and authenticity, meaningful impact, sustainable growth, direct customer connection, financial independence, agility and adaptability, ownership and accountability, work-life integration. It's a life where work and meaning blend into one. That's what many are truly chasing. But let's be honest, as inspiring as that sounds, the road is anything but easy. Elon Musk once said, being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. And he's right, independence isn't a romantic walk in the park. It's a path filled with uncertainty, risk, and moments of doubt. And if you walk into it unprepared, the abyss can swallow you whole. The statistics confirm it. 30 to 40% of new businesses fail within 2 years. After 3 years, 80% are gone. Not because the founders lacked intelligence or passion, but because they lacked structure, they lacked preparation, they lacked a roadmap. And without that, even the best ideas collapse under the weight of reality. The leading causes of failure repeat themselves. Market saturation, unclear positioning, vague methods, unrealistic income expectations, and a lack of business skills. Too many entrepreneurs step out thinking expertise alone will carry them. But expertise is only half of the game. The other half is knowing how to structure, position, market, sell, and sustain. That's where the gap lies. The key to success is bridging that gap. It's about combining your expertise with the right systems, processes, and structures. Having a clear lead generation engine, a defined offer, a personal brand that positions you uniquely. The right financial and operational habits, and just as importantly, the right mindset, discipline, resilience, and focus. Success isn't about luck, it's about preparation. That's exactly why I created the Independence Accelerator. It's a structured 8-module system that equips you with the essential building blocks of a thriving business. Not theory, not guesswork. A practical roadmap that you can execute step by step while you are still employed, so when the day comes to leave, you don't step into uncertainty, you step into security. Module 1. Purpose and clarity. Without a strong why, everything crumbles. This is where you define your mission and anchor your energy. Module 2. Competitive advantage. Your unique how. What makes you different in a crowded market? Module 3. The right product or service. Defining the what that people truly need and will pay for. Module 4. The irresistible offer. Crafting and pricing your services so they become a clear yes. Module 5. Personal branding. Standing out authentically in a noisy world so people remember you. Module 6. Lead generation. Building a system that consistently brings the right people to you. Module 7. Networking. Strategic connections that amplify your reach and accelerate opportunities. Module 8. Transition plan. Turning preparation into execution so you can leave your job with confidence, not fear. All of this comes together in a 30-day intensive cohort. It's not passive learning, it's a sprint-based execution. You don't just think about your business, you build it as you go. By the end, you'll have clarity on your purpose, a tested business blueprint, a structured lead generation system, and a transition plan that minimizes risk. You will leave with the foundation of a business strong enough to succeed even before you hand in your resignation. And to make sure nothing slips through the cracks, you will also get the Independence Handbook, packed with templates, checklists, and exercises to guide you every step of the way. Plus, you will join a supportive community of people on the same path. You will never have to walk this journey alone. I know it works because I've lived it. Once I applied this system, everything shifted. My personal brand grew to more than 140,000 followers across platforms. I built consistent lead generation and a sales funnel that actually converted. My strategy became clear, and most importantly, I achieved sustainable income without burning through savings or sacrificing freedom. What took me years of trial and error, you get as a clear, proven roadmap. So here's the truth. Independence doesn't happen by accident. It's built, step by step, with clarity, structure, and the right preparation. You don't need to leap blindly. You can prepare while you're still in your job, so that when you do leap, you leap into freedom, not fear. Independence is not just about leaving a job. It's about leading your life with purpose, unlocking your potential, creating a business that reflects who you are and the impact you want to have. If you feel that call, if you're ready to design a life true to yourself, then this is your moment. Join the Independence Accelerator, build your blueprint, secure your freedom, and create the founder-led life only you can live.